So what do you think of AEW, right? I mean, they've brought in a lot of veterans as well. And I mean, you know, you see guys like Sting and Arn Anderson and things over there. Like, what do you think of that product? Have you talked to anybody over there?
I talked to Arn Anderson. You know what really perplexed me, Nick, about Arn Anderson? When I was working WCW, when I was first there, when I met Arn in 83, we always got along. I never traveled with him. He traveled with Flair. They had their deal. I traveled with other guys. Not a problem. But at TV time come, it was Terry Taylor and Arn and everything. He was always standing up for me, always liked me, this, and that. Now, granted, I haven't spoke to the man in 20 years. Why? I haven't had his number. There's no reason in this wrestling business to sometimes you don't keep in touch. You know, they say it's not a team sport like the NFL. I hate to say that because I've been in team sports. And, you know, my favorite line is, if you want a friend in the wrestling business, buy a dog.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they'll love you.
I'm just shooting here with you. But I don't understand Arn. He didn't return my phone calls right away. And he gave me a safe answer. I mentioned your name to Cody and he'll get back. He probably didn't. But I'm looking at what you've got there, and there's a place for me there. Not to wrestle, but to teach ideas in the background. Do I need a tryout, Nick? Do I need a tryout? Do you need to look at my resume? Do you need to go ask Dean Malenko if I'm a solid worker? Am I a shit disturber or this? It's a shame. And their protocol and their design and everything about them, I love, because there's a lot of wrestling there. A lot of tag teams. I mean, but that's up to them. What I did notice, and maybe it's just me, I've noticed a couple of mistakes I watch when I watch their show, and I'm saying, I wonder why the guys in the back don't say nothing. Maybe they have, or maybe they're afraid to. But if I'm back there and they're asking me to help this product better, first of all, I'm going to say, hey, a little bit less ha-ha and gaga outside the ring. The wrestling is inside the ring. Now, I'm new school and old school. There's nothing wrong with moonsaults, doing all that, but not every match. You're spoiling the fans. The only people that see it is ringside. And then the death-defying finishes, you're hitting me with 5 or 6 and then beat me with a small package. Makes no sense.
Yeah.
Psychology-wise. And my biggest gripe is, old school, there's verbiage in the ring when you call a spot or whatever, Nick, and one of them is called 1-2. Basically, 1-2 means I hit you, you hit me. I hit you, you hit me. It's called 1-2.
Okay.
Nick, I bet you every other match calls that spot. The girls do it. The tag does it. Watch them. Watch them this week. Watch them next week. You're going to see it. You got to stop that shit, guys. It's too much. It's too much.
Yeah.
It's too much.
I do commentary sometimes on the indies, and I did have an experience recently where I called 3 matches in a row where that spot happened in the middle of every single match. You know, it was.
See, here's the thing. A good worker, a good versatile worker could work around that. And I'm going to say, I mean, there's a lot of them, but I come up to you, hey, I can't take that move. Okay, I'll give you another one. I'll be there all night. I will accommodate you. I'm not a limited worker. I don't know clothesline, punch, and kick. I know about 55,000 things. Okay, so you could change things up. And that 1-2, come on, guys, you could do something else. Get creative. Somebody needs to correct that. I would correct it. And it's not being mean. It's called doing my job and corrective criticism. There's nothing wrong with it. I've been told by agents, Tony Gurria, Grizz Smith, Georgie Animal Steel, the list goes on that. They corrected different things of mine, and they were right. And I cleaned them up. And I'm glad, because I think about that. I don't overthink. Bob Backlund told me this once. When you're a worker and you get in that ring, you don't want to overthink. You don't want to underthink. You got to keep it in the middle. Do you know how hard it is to keep it in the middle, Nick? You really got to think about it, work hard, think about it before your match. And then I would go like on the drive home or the plane ride home. I'd go over my match in my head. Just again, maybe people think that are obsessive, or I think it improves your craft. I do it with my training methods, my diet methods. Guess what? It works for Barry, and Barry's sticking with it. I don't care what other people think. They don't pay my bills. They don't have my family. They don't have anything. So let me be, because I've seen other guys that had issues, and you wind up like Chris Adams.